Welcome back to the land of Enthador, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dwarf Fortress version 0.43, and we are the town of Foresthome. And this is not a good year for Foresthome after the huge siege of 1,000+ goblins. It was 800 when you saw the video, but it got up to about 1,000. And then the attack by the were-lizard. Now we are being attacked by a were-rabbit. The were-rabbit Emo Norgurus Shaleknlok has come, a large rabbit twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh, and presumably carrots. Its cinnamon hair is long and straight. Now you will know why you fear the night. And we got completely screwed by this guy. If you'll see here, he's already inside of our fortress, and there are a ton of dwarves that are out here. There is just absolutely no way that we can save everyone. We can't even hardly save anyone. So we are just going to set our alerts to danger, and whoever makes it to safety, well, good for them. And this is our main gate. Hope this one still works, because if not, we're in some big trouble. Okay. And before that happens, let me explain some changes that we made since the last episode. I have changed this barracks here into a ballista hallway, and I have caused a decline in the ground here. The reason for this is because ballistas have pretty good range. They can get all the way up to the top of here, but since ballista operators are civilians, if they see an enemy, they will run. So the wiki, the Dwarf Fortress wiki, is not very clear on exactly how much space you need. Sometimes they say 10 spaces, and sometimes they say 20. So I kind of hedged my bets, and this itself is 12 spaces, and then we're going to have one operator, I guess, here and here. This was the design I got from the wiki. It's meant to not allow dwarven casualties. We'll see. If we have a dwarf standing here, this one looks dangerously close to him. Maybe he'll stand here. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but this guy, however, got all the way in. So we need a plan against that. And that plan might be as simple as putting a lookout animal here. I'm not sure how close we have to be to it to see it, but this caught us greatly by surprise. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. Let's see. All right. So, unfortunately, he took out Blue Fang. And some of our dwarves, unfortunately, have been left to die. That is Winged, who I think is brand new. Sorry, Winged. Corvus Corax. Nebuchad. And that's it. Now, the funny thing is, if he is able to, let's say, attack one of these dwarves and hurt them, but then turn back into whatever regular race he is, they will carry the taint. So really, we're best off if he kills them. Let's see what happens.
I can't do that there. No. It won't work.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that could have turned into a huge problem. If you'll notice here, there is a staircase that leads into our fortress. And that he could have got up in there and killed everyone. But it looks like he has turned back into a human. So what we need to see here okay, so the were-rabbit strikes the unassigned in the right lower case. That was Nebuchad. And that was it. So he didn't even touch any of the other guys. So it was 2 clean kills. And that was the end of that. So because if he's just scratched one of the 2 that escaped, we would be in serious trouble. But it looks like just of the unassigns, only Blue Fang and Nebuchad we're actually fighting. Down here we have Duthug, but that wasn't recent. So Blue Fang had an artery in his left foot opened by the attack. Many nerves have been severed, a ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. He was being shook by his foot, which tore apart his left foot's muscle and bruised the bone. Whereas Nebuchad was struck in the right lower arm with the elk bird leather glove. I guess the rabbit was wearing a glove. And bruised the muscle through the cloak. And I guess that was enough. I think the artery being severed in the left foot also led to his death. Alright, well, we survived that one. But it was close. So he's going away and we won't catch him. So we're just going to let him go. And we're going to set everyone back to inactive. And we're going to have our faithful stonecrafter create a memorial for Nebuchad and Blue Fang. And if things are going to sneak up on this like this, we are going to have to solve this problem here. And that problem is that this staircase here goes up into the wall. So the first step is to remove it. And remove it from here. And remove this. And we'll put the staircase there. Alright, so let's talk about what's changed. Of course, we have this channel here that we have our ballistas. Of course, it doesn't work if the creature sneaks up on us before they get here. We need something. Now, I used to put sacrificial animals, and I can still do that, but we're kind of running out of animals. Let's see here. We have not a lot of space. Let's utilize just some space here. Up in this corner here. Alright, and this will be a pen pasture for dogs. So we can have the dogs have babies. There'll be a stray dog. Let's put him in there. And it's all these stray dogs. And you'll notice that there's a giant leopard, a giant grizzly bear, and 2 other grizzly bears. I'm going to be training some war animals that I'm excited about, but we're not quite ready for that yet, so I'm just kind of letting it be. We'll put all the dogs in there. Alright, what else is new? We have a new doctor. Welcome to the team, Veilstorm. Now, Veilstorm has some skills that none of the other doctors had. I'll show you quickly. Veilstorm has bone setting, or setting bones, which is really important, and dressing wounds at 11 each. So he's a doctor. I've also had my doctors set to do some basic hauling, just because right now we don't really need doctors and we need to use them. So let's introduce all of our new dwarves. We have Aiden Wolf, Butcher Pete. From Sandpillar, we have Cassiterides. From Sandpillar, we have Coldnar. From Sandpillar, we have Corvus Corax. Then we have Gregory Shelbourne, Gendrick, who I also think was from Sandpillar, Kaladin from Sandpillar, and then new we have Lord Lucius, Naldreth, Nebuchad, Puferd, Ethardi, Squidu, Thorum, Stormborn, Veilstorm, and Winged. Actually, let's see here. No, Nebuchad was from Sandpillar as well. So these are all the new ones. Winged, Naldreth, Squido, Puturde Etharde, Gregory Shelbourne, Aiden Wolf, Butcher Pete, Thorum Stormborn, Lord Lucius, Veilstorm, Damon Oaksworn, and Balian Thornfist. Now, the reason you didn't see Damon and Balian in this list here is because they are not migrants per se. They are children who have grown up and become adults. So, okay, the next thing I need to talk to you about is our military. So let's go to that here. We need more Marksdwarves. So, here's what I did. I created a whole new squad of Marksdwarves led by Butcher Pete, because he was shown as the highest in terms of Marksdwarfing, in terms of rolls. And that's how I got all of these guys. Instead of randomly, I picked the ones that the game told me were best suited to be Marksdwarves. And there they are. We have Butcher Pete, William, Mista Mage, Aiden Wolf, Kusaha, Doodlejack, Cassiterides, Puferd Etharde, Fodden Meinhardt, and Ender Ling. And they all survived, thank goodness. Okay, so that is our new team. Doodlejack seems to be a little upset. Why? Your feet are uncovered. I'm working on that. I'm creating socks for everyone. I have a clothier now. One other change I made, just in case you noticed, is... Who was it? Doodlejack used to actually be in the Stonehills Slayers, but I removed him because he was the least trained of all of them, and I made one space for Kaladin, who comes from Sandpillar and is probably our best military dwarf at this point. He is a level 15 mace dwarf. I made a silver mace for him, so he's in that squad, and I moved Doodlejack down to be a Marks dwarf, because he only had 3 in Axe dwarf, just basic fighting skills. But you'll notice that our melee squads are getting to it, especially the Hammer Dwarves, and they're all getting good Hammer Dwarf training, except for Gregor. Oh, you're right, because Gregor's a Spear Dwarf, and Gregor's a Swords Dwarf, and Logan is a Spear Dwarf. So those are our squads. It's exciting stuff. And profession, just to let you know, we have 2 new specialists. We have a clothier, who is Thorum Stormborn. Again, based on the rolls, they said he'd make the best clothier. And we have an engineer, Gregory Shellborn, who is now working on the ballistas that I showed you. And this is his house here. On the bottom floor, we're going to floor this over, but then we're going to build his workshop. Then this is his bedroom, and this is where we're going to store ballista parts, I guess. It's just a little storage area. Why not? It looks quaint. I think we're getting rid of the staircase here. Come on. Yeah, I think we're set to get rid of that. And then we'll build a wall there and we'll be good to go. So the next thing I want to do is let's floor this over. A lot of wood in here. Hopefully we'll get rid of it without too much trouble. Alright, and let's build that wall back. Why don't we? Alright, so our ballistas are ready to go. I do need to assign some dwarves to siege engineering, and I was thinking of building 2 catapults just randomly over here in order to train them, because catapults use rocks as a training material, and we have tons of that. Like, we could use schist, for example, and catapults can fly over walls. They don't actually change Z levels, like you don't see visually, but they can go over, as far as I understand, they can go over obstacles. I don't know, though. I've never used a catapult before. Alright, gosh, isn't that fun? Now let's profile a dwarf. $213. That would be Raven. Alright. Raven. Did Raven just die? Is that the one who died? Well, Raven obviously is no longer with us. Yep, Raven. That's too bad. Guess we're gonna try again. 227. That would be Naldreth. Is Naldreth still with us? Yes, Naldreth Melbill Kisbiz, who is currently constructing a building. Oops. Sorry, guys, while I just completely screw this up. Alright. His last name means Tomes Deer. Naldreth has a wife, but she is not in the fortress, nor are his parents or grandparents. But his older sister Zoro the Great, whose role is Kitty Cat, is in the fortress, as well as Winged, who's his younger sister. Kalem is an ant. Yikali, another ant. Hanquilijo, Alebeard, Cubsy. These are all Sandpillar dwarves, our uncles and nieces and nephews. And then with the cousins, we have Dweezil, Black Iron Tarkus, Brint, Gingerbear, Arcanas the Fallen. Looks like Dweezil's the only one actually here in Foresthome. Valton R from Sandpillar. Oh, our minor, Enoirao. Zack, Grugtar, Sig, Hammershot, Wombarl. So many cousins, my god. Kratos Shadowban, who is here. Arling Glinteyes, JJJ Danny, Sophia Stonebomb, Mechajeb, all from Sandpillar. Worshipper of Langood. Alright. I feel so good. He feels euphoric due to inebriation, but he was annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet. Yeah, I still haven't made any goblets. I am terrible. Interested in looking at a bunch of fine stuff. Horrified after seeing goblins die left and right. Horrified seeing the Minotaur, Godum, Castlehood, the Gland of Strife die. This all must have taken place elsewhere, because there was no Minotaur dying in this fortress while Naldreth was here. He just arrived. He was sad after being separated from loved ones. He's 43 years old, he has very long sideburns, and they are braided. His very long mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard is braided. His hair is clean-shaven. His hair is mahogany. I guess that part of it which isn't clean-shaven. Maybe his beard hair. His skin is dark peach, and his eyes are aquamarine. Naldreth likes bituminous coal. Gosh, so do I. I wish we had some. Nickel, turquoise, giant black bear leather, guinea fowl tooth, sheep wool, the color peach, pebbles, warhammers. Ooh, he likes warhammers, huh? Quivers, cages, crutches, the words of the sable truth, and the sound of the venerable glosses. When possible, he prefers to consume cranberry wine, and he absolutely detests oysters. Naldreth, why didn't they recommend you for the military? You like quivers. That would have been useful. Alright, so that is our current situation. We're just trying to make things happen here. And here come these guys to construct this road. And we need to figure something out. So are our dogs here yet? Not yet. They should be interrupted by giant mosquito. There is apparently a giant mosquito somewhere. There he is. Okay, well that's no good. Squads, Bone Queen, and Butcher Pete. Let's take out the giant mosquito, huh? Do the best you can, anyway. Not really near the fortress, but we'll try. If you don't hear that dancing noise, it's because I erased the sound files that cause it. Someone in the comments was nice enough to give me a little plug-in, but I didn't use it. I just erased the sound directly. Okay, here they come. Everyone's out here chasing after that giant mosquito. Whatever you guys do, try not to jump into the lake. That would be bad. Is he still even around? Oh, he sure is. There he is.
It is now summer.
The nice lady is telling us that it is now summer. The elves actually managed to get in and trade with us, but we didn't. I totally forgot. I was busy doing other things, so we sent them home without anything. Also worth noting, this was the first group of migrants that we've got in a while. So that's good. It's good that we're getting migrants again. What else is new? Henrik actually was able to create an artifact, which I will show you in a moment. Oh, shoot. Here comes the mosquito. Get him, guys. I can see the bolts just flying all around. Gendrick has been missing. Wait, was Gendrick one of the ones that I know for a fact died? I don't think so. If he was missing, that would mean that nobody has seen the body. And there have been plenty of people around here to see bodies. Did he accidentally get crushed under a... That might have been the case. He might have got crushed under a bridge. One of these two. We won't know, I guess, until we build his... slab. Huh. Well, sorry, Gendrick. Did we kill the mosquito? No, he's still running around. Why are you guys coming back into the fortress? If the job ain't done, you need to get it done. I love seeing all those bolts flying around. Maybe that's why they're coming. Maybe to get more bolts. I wouldn't normally go after the mosquito. It's just that if he's going to be causing my worker dwarves to suspend their jobs, that is not something that I can deal with. Okay, back to business here. The floors have been built here, so let's build the Siege Engineer's Workshop once again. And we'll make it out of hazelwood logs, why not? Huh, interesting. Why are there a bunch of blocks just sitting there? That is very strange. Let's fix this that we're working on here. So let's build a fortification here. Out of diorite blocks. And we'll build an upstair here and a wall here. There we go. So now creatures can't sneak in. Let's look at our new artifact. Or Duty Blossoms, a schist hatch cover. This is a schist hatch cover. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with beak, dog, bone, ginkgo wood, and larch, and encircled with bands of round yellow zircon cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of schist, diorite, and yellow zircon. On the item is an image of a cushion cabochon in schist. On the item is an image of a rose-cut gem in donkey leather, or multiple rose-cut gems. On the item is an image of Fulgar Gore Smash Lone Salve the Dwarf in yellow zircon. Wow, Fulgar Gore Smash, you are immortalized in an artifact worth 82,800 Dwarf. Good work. Wait a minute. That's 2 hatch covers. 2 hatch covers that we have done in a row. Very strange. Now, one thing I need to do in the upcoming moments is I need to build a new barracks. Somewhere out here. And a tavern, of course. Also somewhere out here. If you recall from last time, I was thinking about building a wall like here. And keeping all the outsider stuff, like the Trader's Depot, the tavern, and the barracks, I suppose, all out there. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough room. I guess if we don't leave anything open and just build everything up against the walls, there should be plenty of room, yeah. We'll see how we do it. And then this area we can then devote to our civilians. We could break it down this wall. Once the wall's here, protecting it, and this is a new secure area. I'd also, just for the sake of aesthetics, I'd like to have the whole fortress surrounded by double walls, but I don't even know where it's going to end yet, because we're probably going to add more room here. Like, I'd very much like to add space, at least starting here, coming out, and then down. I don't think there's much more to the south that we can do, but we can definitely build a little bit more out to this direction. Maybe come out like this. I do need to build some dormitories. So, yeah, that's where we stand. So we fought off a were-rabbit. If by fought off, of course, we mean we cowered in fear, let him murder 2 of our citizens, and then run away. But once again, Foresthome lives another day. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.